you unmuted.
All right, there it is. I remembered to unmute people. Hey, everyone, and welcome to a Darewolf Den one-shot because of a certain Brian who spent a certain amount of points to make me run a one-shot. Now, I want to just say, I just want to say that moving forward, I reserve the right to be like, no.
I gave you an option on this
Nope,
one.
nope. Brian was like, I spent the points. I'm going to Twitch attorneys at law. There was a whole thing, and then we had like a fist fight, and Brian's stronger and better looking and bigger than me, so I lost, and here we are.
Two-thirds of those are true.
Welcome everyone. This is gonna be a good time. I am Darewolf, the game master, and I don't really know much about superhero stuff, but you know what? I've done some reading, I've done some research, and I'm excited to see where this goes. I've got some plots, some twists, some turns. I've got some cheesy one-liners. And speaking of cheesy one-liners, let's go around the table. Let's introduce all of our players as well as their characters. And then we'll dive right into the action, as it were. So let's start with, we're going to go Brian, C4A, Sybil, and Zachary, because I put you all in alphabetical order. Introduce yourselves and the character that you're playing, and then we will dive right on in.
Hello, I am Brian. I'm at MindOverBrian on both Twitter and on Twitch, although on Twitch I spell it with a 0. And I am playing the Brass Weaver, who is effectively a alternate universe version of Spider-Man, but with Captain America's shield. And we're going to kick some brass.
Ah! So it begins.
Hi, I am C4A, and I will be playing the Ultraviolet Saber, and she is effectively like a Black Widow Nightwing cross.
I love that. Love that.
All right. I am Sybil, and I'm playing Saturn by the Rings of Saturn.
Beautiful. Beautiful. We broke Zachary already. Yes.
Yes.
Can happen.
Success.
So you can introduce yourself, Zach?
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, hi. My name is Zachary. I am going to be playing Cosmos, the alien superhero who lost a world and made Earth his own now and stuff. And huzzah!
I love that. I absolutely love that. So, as I said, I'm also Darewolf. Let me just filibuster for a few more seconds while I figure out what the hell I'm doing here. No, I'm just kidding. So we open our first
You're
scene.
the DM.
We open our first scene. We're going to open our first scene, actually, aboard Cosmos Station, which is a massive space station, an alien space station that is, well, owned and operated by a certain Cosmos League. And we kind of open our first scene with an exterior shot of that space station. We see the, somewhere high above Earth's orbit, aboard Cosmos Station, ... And then as the camera fades in, we see this kind of purplish kind of energy that is representative of the alien technology of the Cosmos Station. We see it's got all these different little compartments. It's a massive, massive station, and there's this kind of shimmering view, this kind of shimmering look to the station, because it is also constantly under kind of like a cloaking field. That's how you protect yourself from the many that would like to come and do harm to you. So it's kind of the shimmering. But as we move past that shimmering, we see this amazing, massive space station. It's much bigger than the 4 of the Cosmos League would need. And what is perhaps interesting is that at one point, the Cosmos League, well, it was more than just the 4 of you. It was more than just the 4 of you. There were numerous heroes, numerous members of the Cosmos League. But this version of Earth's, well, let's call him Thanos, the Jeffrey Humphrey, the Universe Eater. You have just completed defeating him. It's been mere weeks since that climactic battle. Earth itself still remains somewhat destroyed, somewhat desolate. The people are starting to rebuild. The world was not eaten, just some of its people. So he didn't really live up to his name, Jeffrey Humphrey, the Universe Eater. But we open our first scene in the science lab. I would say the kind of science lab of the of Cosmos Station where we see a particular. Well, Brian, why don't you take a moment and just introduce yourself as far as what your character looks like, and just kind of take it from there, my dude. Fill us in.
So Brass Weaver is again like he's a alternate universe version of Spider-Man. So he's wearing he's got the webs on his lower arms and on his legs, and a big stylized red spider on his chest.
Yeah.
But the rest of he takes a little bit more off of the Scarlet Spider version of Spider-Man. So he's got kind of a hood on his cowl, and he's got the full mask, but there's goggles instead of the stylized eye pieces. And it's like one big bodysuit with a hood and a face mask. And at the moment, he's got it pulled up, just under his face, as Spider-Man do, eating a sandwich while also simultaneously operating a remote, which is doing an experiment inside a contained box.
Talk to us a little bit about this experiment, Brass Weaver. What is this experiment like? Like, what exactly are you working on with this experiment?
So currently, I'm trying to get a better coating on my shield, because I create the shield every time I use it.
Okay.
But I'm trying to work on a permanent one because most of the time they get destroyed and then I have to make a new one.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out a better permanent coating. So I've got a shield mounted, and we're in the fabrication stages. So the machine is currently just painting it so that then I can put it under some different duresses to see how it withstands the type of punishment being a superhero
Love
takes.
that. I absolutely love that. So you're currently working on an experiment, which is beautiful. So we see the Brass Weaver. He is working on this experiment, and then we're gonna pivot over to I imagine that Ultraviolet Saber, and please correct me if I'm wrong, C4A, but she likes to probably keep herself prepared, much like our own universe's Black Widow. Probably trains a lot. There's a really nice, well-appointed training simulator, maybe gym style thing. There's an obstacle course. You can scream parkour, jump over fences, stuff like that. It's a whole thing. But we cut to a different part of the ship, and again, I want to stress the emptiness of the ship right now. This space station, as it were, it just feels empty. There are multiple doors. I want you to imagine that the Cosmos League at one point, there were literal hundreds of superheroes, and you are the last remaining four, the only defenders of both Earth 523 and the universe, which is a whole thing. We're 523. That's canon. Hashtag canon. That's good. But we see Ultraviolet Saber, and what kind of, I guess, training would Ultraviolet Saber be doing on a Monday? It's a Monday.
It's a Monday. I would imagine some type of obstacle course type of thing. Think what is that show? Like the American Ninja Warrior?
Yes.
But in space.
In space,
yeah. And so you can see she's jumping, climbing, flipping, all these things. And there's a big clock, like a big computer generated clock that's showing the time, and then scores.
Ooh.
But a lot of those scores are of people who are no longer there.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
She finishes up hesitating just a second more than necessary to keep one specific score higher than hers.
What is the name of that score? Who's the name?
DeVito.
No.
We're putting on. Hey, you did this to yourself. We're putting you on
I
the
did
spot.
do this to myself.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh gosh.
You know what? If you can't think of anything, I've got your back here, C4A.
You just pull up.
No, I got your back. So the number one spot on this scoreboard, the lighting, the kind of the background, the digital display is slightly broken, so you can only make out the last two letters. It's just IE, but you know who it is, and you've never gone around to fix it. It's like they're there, but not. So this is IE. There it is. Probably get Brass Weaver over there to fix that. So we see Ultraviolet jumping around, doing these amazing, almost superhuman style acrobatics, aerials, and whatnot. And then we're going to cut over to a... You know what? I feel like there's a beautiful observation deck aboard Cosmos Station. A beautiful observation deck where one might be able to, almost similar to like an astrometrics that you would have aboard like a certain Star Trek starship, as it were. It's like a massive... And Saturn, I'd like to describe yourself to us, and then we're going to talk about like where are you currently looking as far as the universe is concerned.
So, Saturn is a fairly tall man, of course, and he is wearing his signature yellow and red costume with the big S on the chest with the ring around the S. And he's currently floating in the air, eating some all-dressed Canadian chips, and just scrolling through some cartoons on the screen that he's not supposed to use to watch cartoons.
You are using... So wait, you're using the astrometrics to watch cartoons.
Yes.
So cut to this scene. He's got like a lazy boy. He's got him
he's
hold up. No.
He's just floating in
he's floating.
the air.
Okay, I love it. I love it.
Because he
Love it.
flies.
He's floating in air.
Floating in the air.
Crunching. He's watching
So
interdimensional cable.
like he's reclining but floating,
beautiful.
and then he's eating these chips.
Beautiful.
And just watching
Interdimensional
cartoons.
cable. And what program has Saturn settled upon in this moment? Is my question.
Probably something like Rick and Morty or Bob's Burger or...
I love that. I love that. So it's Boglamites, Breckmarks. It's an alien version of Bob's Burgers. But they all have tentacles for eyes. It's real weird, but it's funny. It's kind of kitschy. It's a little kitschy. It's good. I like that. So we got Saturn floating there, being a kid, which is beautiful. Eating some chips, trying not to think about all his dead friends. That's wonderful. And then we're going to pivot over to the command station, which if you see here, there's kind of this center module of the station. And, we've got the ultraviolet over here. We got this gentleman. We got Saturn over there. We got the Weber. I always want to call you Weber. It's Weaver, but it's Weber for me in my mind. But in the top of the center portion of the station, we see Cosmos looking like the Banff alien that he is. And you're aboard so it is a space station, but it's also kind of like a spaceship. So you're aboard the bridge of this massive ship, which is this circular room with all of these instrument panels. There's little like nameplates for all the different, superheroes and crew members that used to operate here. A lot of the desks are kind of dusty, unfortunately, but we see Cosmos, standing there looking quite stoic. What's on Cosmos's mind? I'd like you to describe Cosmos for a second to us so we can kind of get a brief description of him, and then also like what is on Cosmos's mind right now? What is Cosmos thinking in this moment? It's literally been 3 weeks since the events. All of that death, destruction. Mr. Humphrey, the World Eater, being destroyed. He didn't snack. Instead of the snap, it was the snack. He didn't complete the snack of the Earth, the world. That's good.
Oh boy.
You did this to yourself. What's on Cosmos's mind?
Is it okay? Is it Jeffrey and Humphrey, or is it Jeffrey Humphrey?
Jeffrey Humphrey.
One person.
Jeffrey Humphrey, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it was two people.
With two heads.
Yeah.
Two first names.
Better to eat the
I'm
whole
Jeffrey.
universe.
I'm Humphrey. We are the World Eater. You can see a flashback, and he's
Jesus Christ.
and then it's just like Cosmos League, gather forth, and then they all rushed him.
Fucking kill this person. No, okay.
Beautiful.
Oh man.
What's on Cosmos's mind in this moment?
I don't know. He's doing some thinking.
Yeah.
He trying to figure out what to do about the lack of personnel.
Severe lack.
So he's probably kind of like going through some live news footage from Earth and just trying to like going through news articles and things like that, trying to find anyone that sticks out.
I love that. I love that. As Cosmos is going through some news articles, he's sitting at one of the counters, one of the desks there, the stations, the terminals, we can call it. You are flipping, looking at different news broadcasts. Maybe you have like one of those massive screens in front of you with all those different TVs, kind of AKA like a Batman style thing. And then there's one broadcast that actually sticks out to you. And it's the Local 4 news station. And this
Local to where?
reporter. Generic Local 4. Generic Local 4.
Okay.
That's good. Don't overthink it. All right, let's not complicate this more than it needs to be. All right,
Okay.
Let's just calm down. All right,
I'm
just
going
take a
to.
breath. All right.
I'm good.
So you got the Local 4 news station of let's see here. What's a good city name? Somebody come up with a good city name.
Normal Kansas.
Portland, Oregon. There it is. It's
Nope.
Portland, a local
normal
news station of
Kansas.
Portland, Oregon, which, contrary to popular belief, isn't this like hipster paradise. It's actually one of the largest supermax prisons in this Earth 524's canon.
523.
And 523. Yeah, it's 523.
Checks
Excuse me.
out.
523 checks out, right?
The
And
whole city is a supermax.
There is a Local 4, and we cut to a scene of this gentleman, and he says, "Breaking news. Commander Puzzling Cheetah has recently escaped from Portland's maximum security prison. News at 10 o'clock. He looks away. It's 10 o'clock now. He's on the loose. He's killing people. He's throwing puzzles. I don't know how to do Sudoku. Please help me." And then you watch as he's standing there, and from the background you hear this like weird kind of like evil purring, and then like what looks to be a cheetah man dives on the broadcaster. And then you see a bunch of numbers and like zeros and like these columns like appear on the screen. And then rising up from the screen, you see this cheetah man. And he says, "I'm coming for you, Cosmos!" And then the broadcast cuts out.
Still don't know why he makes me his arch nemesis. He's not a threat. All right, fine. He presses a button. Guys, the cheetah guy got out again. Let's team up. Meet you at the launch bay. Gets out.
And as Cosmos clicks on "Meet you at the launch bay," Cosmos, you spin around. As you spin around in your chair, you find that you are no longer sitting aboard Cosmos Station. In fact, you are sitting in what appears to be a massive white room. A massive white room. And as you're sitting there, you watch as these black walls start to rise up inside of this room. And I need you to go ahead. We're going to make the first check of the game. First check of the game, because apparently this is a role-playing game with dice and stuff. I don't know.
Really?
I think so.
Huh. Weird.
But the
When?
first check of the game.
Yeah,
The first check of
what?
the game. I'm actually going to have you roll a... We're going to have you roll a logic check. I need you to make a logic check. And the difficulty on this, your target number for this check, is actually going to be a 28. 28.
Oh, I forgot what level we were. I was like, oh my God.
Okay. That's not going to happen, but okay.
Oh, wow. Well,
What do we got? Is that a
Close.
21 versus 28? Oh. So you start to look around and you have no idea where you are. You have no idea how you got here.
Mhm.
And you feel like, this is a very puzzling situation. Droll. All right, we're going to pivot back over to the Brass Weaver. Brass Weaver, you've been working on this experiment. And as you're sitting in this chamber, you kind of start to feel a little like a little itchy on your right cheek. You're eating your sandwich. You got the mask up. You just feel a little itchy. And as you pull up and you kind of scratch on it, you realize that there's like a piece of, well, like like how you can see like the wheat waving in the waving like in the breeze, like little like maybe like a leaf. Or no, wait, you weren't the farm person. Never mind. Sorry. You think you feel like a piece of wheat on your face, like maybe like a plant, but then you realize it's not a piece of plant. It's a piece of metal. It's like a small chunk of metal, and as you flip it around, like it's like stuck in your cheek, you pull it out. You flip it around, and it looks like yellow, like the yellow of a school bus.
Can I stop
Yeah.
you for a second?
Yeah.
The logic on the thing is wrong because he rolled a 1 on that center dice, so that should
Uh-huh.
actually be a 6.
Oh,
So that adds up to 3 and 9 and 14 instead of 7. So we should double that, add another 7. So he actually did get 28 versus your 28. Which should be a fantastic success.
Oh.
I don't
Well,
know why the thing
I don't know why
added
the
up
sheet
wrong.
didn't do it right. That's weird.
Just wondering where that math came from.
Oh,
Okay.
no, never mind. Wait a minute. What's your action? What's your modifier for your logic, Zach?
7.
So 7. It should still have been so 15 and then 7. Okay, no. It would only ended up being 22. So never mind.
Are we good?
You still fails. Yeah.
Whew, okay, God, you scared me.
I think it still did it right. It's
All right,
just
so yeah, you
weird.
literally pull out of your cheek, and it burns slightly as you do so, a chunk of like a school bus. And as you blink for a second, you find yourself feeling somewhat uneasy, and you find yourself sitting in this school bus. It appears to be teetering on the edge of like a bridge. And as you look back over your shoulder, you can see this dark, churning water of the Brooklyn Bridge. That's where you're at. So it's just hundreds of feet below you. You see this churning water. You can hear screams from all around you. We then cut over to Ultraviolet Saber. You are just about to make your 18th run of the day. You've just been pushing it, right?
Mhm.
And as you go to leap from one like spinning round circle platform to the next, you land, but instead of feeling like you've landed, it feels like someone has shoved you to the ground. And you hear a voice from behind you, a voice that you haven't heard in, God, years and years and years. It was the mother, the kind of the head lady and the Red Room, and this very thick Russian accent, which I can't very well. Also, I can't speak apparently, but she will say to you, let me speak Russian. Yes, I cannot do Russian accent. Okay, here it is. She will say to you, you will be nothing. You will never be anything but a little tiny crying girl. And in this moment, I need you to give us an ego check. Target number is going to be 28.
What am I clicking? I have no idea how this works.
In the action, if you look at your abilities, the action modifier is the button you'll click. And then you can input the target number, whatever you said was the difficulty.
What was that?
28.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, so close, yet so far away. And as you hear this, Ultraviolet Saber, you remember that fear, that uncertainty that you felt during your early days in the Red Room, and you are shaken to your very core in this moment. We're gonna pivot over to a certain Saturn, who you go to reach for like the chips, but as you go to grab, you find that they're not there, and then you realize that you're not floating, but you're sitting in a field of wheat, this waving kind of field of wheat. And you hear someone in the distance. It kind of sounds like it might be your mom. And she's like, Saturn, where are you? Saturn, dinner's ready, Saturn. And in this moment, you realize as you stand up, you remember when you found that meteor back when you were a child, still are a child technically, but you find that meteor, give you your powers. You see this meteor off in the distance, smoking, a little bit of fire, part of the wheat fields burned, and you find yourself stuck between these two moments. The moment of being with your family, loving your family, but also the moment that you found your powers, and you're kind of feeling this pull back and forth between these two moments. And I need you to make an ego check. Difficulty of 28. Everyone's like, I built my superhero to fight monsters. You didn't tell me there'd be mental fights.
You got us.
Oh, things are not looking good for our intrepid heroes. And Saturn, you can't help but want to run back towards your mother. She used to make the most delicious apple pies, and you can smell it. You can smell that delicious apple pie. You can smell, he's Canadian, so you smell some maple syrup, maybe some pancakes, maybe some Canadian bacon. It's delicious. It sounds amazing. What other generic statements can I use? So stereotyping. So bad. So bad. So bad. But as you turn and you run back, Saturn, you can feel this pull to the meteor as well, and you start to feel kind of weak. You start to feel kind of small and childlike again. You don't feel like the rings of Saturn in this moment. But we're gonna pivot back over. We're gonna pivot back over to Cosmos. Cosmos. You are inside this massive white room with these black walls that have risen up. And I'm curious, what do you want to do? What do you want to do in this moment? We're actually going to pivot back over to just the text art. That's RP moments here. I think is good. Yeah, what do you want to do, Cosmos? You're in a massive white room. Black walls, kind of feels like a maze, almost.
Black or white rooms?
It is a
Black
white
or white
room
walls?
with black walls.
So the top and the bottom are white?
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing around?
Straight
Just
shot.
wall.
Okay.
Looks like an endless white hallway.
Oh, it's endless.
Endless. Looks like it goes on forever.
What about the ceiling?
Looks like it goes on forever.
Okay. So am I not currently standing on anything?
A white floor.
Okay, so there is a floor.
There is a floor.
Okay. I punched the floor.
All right. You punch the floor.
Yes.
You punch it, and it feels like you've punched like the most solid material you've ever punched in your life. And you're not used to hitting things and them not breaking.
Mm-hmm.
Your wrist feels a little sore.
Okay. I guess I'll just start flying in a direction.
All
Any
right,
direction.
perfect. Which direction are you flying in?
Any of them.
You want to go
It
up?
literally doesn't
Left,
matter.
right?
Let's avoid. I don't know.
Okay.
North.
So let's say you fly up. You fly up, and as you fly up, you find that the black walls do have an end. And as you fly up, you find that you are apparently inside of a massive Sudoku puzzle. I'm talking like it is enormous. It is the size of a small city. And it looks like there are 4 numbers that are still missing in this moment. 4 numbers that are still missing. From somewhere inside of your mind, you hear this purring noise again. And you hear none other than Commander Puzzling Cheetah.
I've been biding my time. I've been waiting. And I know now how to defeat the Cosmos League. All of your friends dead. All of them defeated. And now I shall bring you down, Cosmos, with the most difficult puzzles of all. Sudoku.
And it just fades away.
Do I get anything with my thermal vision? Because I have that.
Yeah, you have thermal vision.
Do I do
The
anything
numbers that where
special?
they're supposed to be numbers, but they're blank, those areas are significantly colder than the ones where the numbers are filled in. That's his sidekick, Elrath, the Purring Puzzler. He's still in prison. I like it. I like it.
I don't know. I guess can I try and like find something? Is there anything there? Like I don't. I guess I could solve the puzzle.
Yeah, what are you trying to solve the puzzle? I love that.
Okay.
I love that. So we're gonna have you roll a logic check.
Sure.
And because this isn't that difficult, Like, I want to be clear that this puzzle's almost solved. And Cosmos is a pretty smart dude, right? Like, there's 4 numbers missing. Like, you should have started from the beginning. Like,
I'm a
imagine
zero
this is
left.
one of those, like, Sudoku puzzles that's, like, 20 by 20. Or, I don't know, what's a hard Sudoku? Like, 100 by 100? It's big. And there's only 4 numbers that aren't in there. And you're just like, wait a minute, this should be easy. And you start thinking about it. And you're going to go ahead and give us a logic check. And the logic target difficulty on this logic check is actually only a 23. It's going to be a 23.
Okay. It's not gonna happen, but all right.
I believe.
I told
Well, here's the good news.
We haven't succeeded in anything yet.
You are flying and you look super cool. But the bad news is that as you go and you try to start solving this puzzle, the mental like fatigue, it's going to drain some of your focus. All right? It's going to drain some of your focus. You're actually going to take 3d6 focus damage. All right? As you can kind of feel like your mental fortitude being drained, you're going to take 9 focus damage in this moment. And you're feeling like your powers are being drained right now. We're going to pivot back over to the Brass Weaver. The Brass Weaver who is in this bus. The bus is teetering back and forth. It's teetering back and forth, back and forth. And as you look around Brass Weaver, you notice that there are these pieces, and that piece that you have in your hand, as you look at it again, you realize that piece of the bus is shaped like a puzzle piece, like you know, you've got like a 100-piece puzzle piece, 500-piece.
Mm-hmm.
The bus itself appears to be one of those like 3D puzzles that you've put together, and you can tell that there are maybe 2 or 3 pieces that are still missing. So I want you to imagine, like, if you ever built a 3D puzzle of like the Eiffel Tower, you've seen them. They're like foam pieces. They build together. The bus itself is like a massive one. So it's not like a 400. It's not like a 500. It's like a 10 million piece puzzle. And you've got to find where this puzzle piece goes before the bus is going to pivot over. And you hear in your mind,
Ah, yes! The Brass Weber! I know it's Weaver, but I don't respect you! Now is my time! I shall puzzle the world into oblivion! You shall be defeated, Brass Weber!
God, you're lame.
and he pivots back away into darkness. But we're gonna have you make a logic check. Target on this is a 23. 23 is what you're going for.
Oops.
Cosmos is over there just like, I want to punch somebody.
Damn!
Yeah, so you look around and you're like, oh, it's up there. And then you just like, I don't know, give us a flourish. How do you get up? It's like up at the top of the like at the front of the bus. You see like
Yeah. Weaver realizes that he's still in costume, like still has his weavers attached. So he's just like, well, so he bounces up, sticks to the ceiling, just crawls over, slides the piece into place, and then webs it into place, or brasses it into place just in case.
Brasses it into place. That's beautiful. And as it goes into place, you watch as the bus itself begins to fade. And Brass Weaver, you find yourself once again sitting inside your science chamber, as it were, the experimental chamber, the lab. And from somewhere in your mind, you hear,
Impossible! No!
purr meow, and just like fades back away. Yeah.
Well, if he's hitting me, he's probably hitting everybody else.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna head to command.
There you go.
And,
there you go.
Brass
Starts
Weaver
running
breaks
off.
into a trot towards the command center.
And as we pivot back over to Ultraviolet Saber, we're going to see that you're inside of like a classroom. So one of those dark, kind of almost dreary-looking classrooms of that the Red Room might be known for, and it's just you on one of those singular, tiny little desks, like the old like grade school desks with like the hard chair at the back, and it's a little arm thing. It's connected together, and you're in the center of this room. And you see the lady, the instructor, the mother, as it were, and she is pointing at a very complicated math question. A very complicated math question. In fact, it's algebra. It's algebra, and you need to solve for x. And instead of the angry Russian woman's voice, you hear a certain Commander Puzzling Cheetah come out of her mouth.
I know how to defeat you! Basic math! You may be able to punch and swing and do acrobatics, but what about the acrobatics of your mind? Solve for X!
I'm gonna have you make a logic check as well. Difficulty of 23. I believe. You're muted.
No, I'm not.
Unless you weren't talking. Maybe she was just shaking her head. No.
She was just shaking her head. Yes.
That's beautiful.
You said 23.
Yes, 23. Difficulty of 23.
Oh,
Ooh! So you look at it. You look at this.
I feel
this-
targeted.
You look at this. You look at this mathematical equation, and like in your mind, you know how to solve it, but you feel like this scared child that you were back in your youth, and you're actually gonna take some focus damage here. You're gonna take 3d6 focus damage. You're gonna take
Oh my
14
gosh.
focus damage. You can feel like your strength and your power being drained away as this Commander Puzzling Cheetah, he does his puzzles to you. We're gonna pivot over to Saturn. We're gonna send it over to Saturn. Saturn, you're running back towards your parents, and as you run back towards your parents, you realize that the wheat that you're running through, it's getting taller and taller, and you find that you are in. Well, you find that you're in a maze, like one of those hedgerow mazes. And you realize that you're probably in the center of it. You don't know how you got here, but you hear both your mother's voice, but it's kind of mixed with a certain, well, bet you guessed it.
Ah, see? You want apple pie? Yes, well, you'll have to figure out how to get here, Saturn. The child wonder boy, the rings of the planetoids. Can you escape from the hedge maze? It's a puzzle of direction. Commander Puzzling Cheetah.
He missed an opportunity here. It could have been a corn maze, and then it would have been the maze.
The maze.
Look, he's not very creative. That's the MO we're going for. He's actually kind of a shitty villain. All right, you've killed the big bad. This is like the B team that you're dealing with here. All right, so Saturn, you're gonna make a logic check to try to how to get out of here. Go for it.
Fly up.
You know what? Sure, that's some big brain energy.
So yeah, I fly up.
Yeah, as you fly up, the walls of the hedgerow get taller and taller and taller, and then finally they stop growing, and then you see the entrance and the exit of the maze. And you know what? For that big brain energy, Saturn, we're just gonna allow it, and you're gonna hear Commander Puzzling Cheetah, no fair, no fair, no fair, no fair, no fair. And as you watch as the hedge maze disappears, you find yourself once again floating in astrometrics, eating some Canadian deliciousness, and you see alarm bells going off that apparently the station is under attack.
Yeah. Instead of Lays, it's Maze.
It's Maze. There it is. There it is. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yes. I love it. All right. So Cosmos. You're still inside of this giant Sudoku puzzle. Brass Weaver, you enter back into the command station. Saturn, are you heading off to command as well?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so the two of you are going to arrive simultaneously. You're going to see Cosmos kind of hovering in the air. His eyes are glazed over. He's kind of just doing like this like awkward, like he's on his like leaned back, just kind of spinning. Almost like a ballerina, but like not, because he's an alien. And he's just spinning ever so slightly in the air. His eyes are glazed over. You could tell he's probably under the effect of whatever you were under the effect of moments ago. But Cosmos, you're inside of your own mind. You hear Commander Puzzling Cheetah again, and he says,
Yes! I knew you weren't that smart! I'll outsmart you, and I'll drain all of your power! And with your power, I shall fill the world with puzzles and drive everyone insane! You might ask why I want to do this! I don't know! I'm a generic villain!
it just screams. And it's just crazy. And that's where we're at. So Cosmos,
So,
what do you got for
How
us?
many rows and columns is this?
Like 1,000, but there's only 4 numbers missing. So
Okay, so I do want to say that Sudoku only works on like a 6x6, like a 3x3, because you only have like 10 numbers.
yeah, no,
Fine.
you're absolutely
Unless
right.
you add a bunch more numbers.
So there's no way to solve this.
No,
It's
there
all
is.
going to be
There
illegal.
is. It's a difficulty of 23. Logic check. So that's how you solve this one, buddy. Why don't you make that logic check? No one said Commander Puzzling Cheetah was a creative villain.
No, it wasn't.
No one said that.
Okay. I guess since I have no other option, 23.
Yeah,
Sure.
I believe.
There you go.
That is
There you go.
boom. And you look down and you literally say exactly what you just told me as Zachary. You're like, this puzzle doesn't make sense. It doesn't work this way. And you hear the Commander Puzzling Cheetah. You can hear him, his gears turning, and he goes, ah, shit! And then the whole dreamscape dissipates and you regain consciousness and you see Brass Weaver and Saturn standing before you looking, well, how do you guys look? You have a moment to interact here, please.
Judgy.
Eating chips judgingly.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm fucking things up on my character sheet. Damn it.
You're good.
What the hell? All right.
Cosmos
how
breaks
do
the
I?
fourth wall.
Yeah. No. How do I look?
Well, no, you see your 2 compatriots. They look like they're judging you in this moment. You've just come out of this dreamscape that Commander Puzzling Cheetah had put you in. What are you guys gonna do?
So is everyone okay? Or
Is Ultraviolet okay?
didn't she just arrive?
No.
Computer.
No.
Oh.
Computer. Where's Ultraviolet?
Well, hey, Brass Weaver, how you doing? It's the computer of Cosmos Station here. Just saying, it is a beautiful day. Also, I think we may be under attack. Just giving you the heads up. Ultraviolet is currently under the effects of some sort of mental control. She is down in the training simulator.
Oh, all right. Thanks, computer.
You folks
Saturn,
have a
what do
great day. If you need anything else, you just call the computer.
Who keeps messing with his voice setting?
Pew, 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 finger guns.
Brass Weaver
Sorry,
pulls his
sorry.
nest down so he can't see him grin, and then he web launches himself down Weave launches himself down the. Damn, don't want to get stupid.
He launches down the channel. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so launching down the hallway, all nimbly nimbly. Like Weber, Saturn, what are you doing?
Oh, I was doing the same thing, like coughing, choking on chips, and then like, and then leaving with Weaver.
Yeah.
Flies off.
Same.
Beautiful, beautiful. Cosmos. Okay, you're all
Same.
flying down to the chamber, and you hear the
Chamber.
computer, and the computer's like, "Oh yeah, all right, take a left here, take it right there. I know it's a big station, but I will guide you to your friend." Oh man, she looks like she is in trouble. We cut back to Ultraviolet. You are still inside of this chamber, this old kind of classroom. The angry mother in front of you, and you hear Commander Puzzling Cheetah.
Your friends may have escaped, but you, Ultraviolet, I shall destroy your mind with this amazing puzzle.
Make another logic check as you try to solve for X, or talk your way out of this one.
Computer and program.
What? And then the whole thing shuts down. And you're like, yeah, that was a good idea. Don't know how he thought that would work. Hey, Ultraviolet Saber, it's the computer. Sorry about that one. And you find yourself standing inside the training room.
I just realized I should have had an edge on my second check.
It's all
But that's
good.
fine. Yeah.
A moment later, your 3 compatriots come rushing into the training simulator as all of the digital platforms and everything start to dissipate. It's just this massive, huge, empty, open space that you see.
Well, that sucked.
Yep.
No, it was pretty par for the Cheetah course.
Well,
puzzle, Lackluster execution.
He made a 1,000 by 1,000 Sudoku puzzle. It doesn't work.
You were in there a while for a puzzle that doesn't work there, Cosmos.
Well, I mean, first I was in a white room. and then there's nothing around. So
Hmm.
So we need to get him out of their system then.
Didn't we put him in prison like a few months ago?
oh, he got out recently.
Of course he did.
It was on the news. I don't know why we weren't told. Should have been told days ago.
You'd think.
The
I mean, unless he
Cosmos
just got out of
beacon
prison.
is activated, and it's when the planet needs your help they activate the Cosmos beacon. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a bit fucking late on that.
Yeah.
All
Hey,
right.
it's the computer here. We've got the chief on the radio. He's looking to talk with the Cosmos League. Something about Commander Puzzling Cheetah having escaped
you-
from prison.
Cosmos, have you considered updating any of the systems from the 80s? Like, we could have a visual communication system, and I could put panels on like every wall, and yet we're still communicating with the chief by radio.
It's an old,
I mean-
it's an old rotary dial phone.
Oh my
It's a
god.
wind-up radio.
It's a wind-up radio.
We have to flip the Shakespeare head
Click
too.
with
Yes,
Netflix.
absolutely, 100%. That's 100% right. Yes, exactly. Yes, good. Good. It's good. Yeah, that's right.
So
Let's-
you,
Let's go. All right.
Computer, put the chief on.
Well, you're gonna have to head over to Old Rotary. Hi, I'm the Rotary dial, and it's like a voice activated,
boy.
and like you pick it up, and it's like, it's the chief here. Commander Puzzling Cheetah has escaped from the maximum security prison in Portland, Oregon. We need you to find him, defeat him, and put him back in jail. Can we trust on the Cosmos League to get the job done?
I don't think 4 people count as a league anymore. I don't. Can we be the Cosmos team or something? Maybe we go for like a different name that doesn't involve that douche's name.
Ultraviolet like looks into the nearest AI camera, like in the office, like
Continually breaking the fourth wall.
That's so good. Oh man.
yes,
Yeah.
chief.
Yeah, we'll be right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, I knew I could count on you. The Cosmos League. Although there's not really enough of you to be a league anymore, I'm gonna call you the Cosmos Bunch. See you soon.
Oh, that's
Click.
worse.
oh
How did
God.
it get worse?
Look what you've done.
You started something, and I don't like it.
Updating ship's computers to Cosmos Bunch. Boop, 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 boop. Update
Oh.
complete.
Relay that order. No,
Oh,
no computer.
Why did you give the chief root access? What is happening?
okay. Well, while y'all figure this out, I'm gonna go suit up then.
I had to
Looks like the
argue
rest
with
of y'all
you
are
for
just-
team access, and you
I-
gave
I
chief
I mean, we
root
do
access?
have video conference abilities. Like, this is a state-of-the-art space station.
We're running
I-
on Windows 7.
No, we're not.
Windows 98.
Windows ME.
Did you know? You do know the chief was calling us via the radio, not us calling him.
Oh boy, I don't know about you guys, but all I'm hearing is excuses, excuses, excuses.
Hey, don't mean to break the mood here. Seems like you guys are having one of those touching moments, but it appears the station is under attack, and there's a massive explosion, and the whole station shakes and
My
rattles. And your chips go flying. The rotary phone falls off the wall and breaks.
You just command stripped that to the wall. Damn it.
It doesn't actually work. It's just there for looks.
Breastweaver looks over at Cosmos and then like picks it back up, just weaves it to the wall.
I can't. It's so funny. That's beautiful. That's so beautiful.
Those were
I
my
don't-
chips.
Trying to be serious. I can't.
All right. Well, we're gonna cut back to a shot of Cosmos Station, and as we then cut to an exterior shot as the Cosmos Bunch is hanging out
God.
on the inside doing their thing. We see a number of strange looking creatures that are crawling all over the exterior of the ship. And you guys would recognize these creatures as being Commander Puzzling Cheetah's henchmen. They are a reptilian. I know he's a cat person,
Are they
but he
turtles?
allied with.
Like Teenage
they're-
Mutant Ninja
they're
Turtles.
weird. So these are the reptilinoids.
Sure.
They are a subterranean species, kind of like what is it, mole men? But they are like lizard turtle people. And he has he has formed an awful puzzling alliance with them. And what's interesting is that they're all wearing they're all wearing like spacesuits. They got jetpacks. I'm talking like 80s style Rocket Man jetpacks. And you see that they're wielding these massive golden picks that they're known for. These golden picks are because that's how they mine under the earth for minerals. And they're sinkholes. All sinkholes that ever happened, these guys' fault. Terrible creatures. But they are currently trying to mine the important parts of the ship of Cosmos Station. And we're actually going to roll some initiative here. And we're going to get into a little bit of combat. And we're going to see how this goes. We're going to see how this goes as we get this thing going.
Ugh.
Yeah.
How do we roll initiative?
If you just click
there
the
it is.
initiative
Just
button.
kidding. Whoa.
Oh, hold on. I have to click my thing. There we go.
And they're singing their classic villainous song. Work, turtle, work, work, work. I said a work, turtle, work, work, work. And they're chiseling and chittering
I have the edge on initiative.
It's good. It's good.
So I have the edge on initiative. What does that mean? I get to reroll.
You can reroll one of those numbers.
Also, you should be adding either your agility modifier or your vigilance modifier
Whichever
to your
higher.
initiative.
Nice of you to assume I have either of those.
You must.
Is this-
what
is this
archetype
an-
are you?
Bruiser. I have 0. Do I add
Your initiative.
action?
The total action
At level
modifier.
20, you have
Oh.
plus. At that 20, you have plus 12.
Okay, cool. Do you want me to just redo this or?
We can just you can just update the number. You can just add plus 12 to it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Math.
We're get some battle music going.
Yeah, you should be 1227, 1227, 1227, 1223, and 723. Oh,
Why is sometimes the number in the middle a number and sometimes it's the Marvel logo?
so if you roll a 1, it's a fantastic, which means it counts as a 6, but it also means you get a fantastic success or failure.
I'm just talking about for initiative right now.
So if you roll an initiative, so that it's a 1, but on the red dice, the 1 counts as a 6.
I'm seeing a Marvel logo though.
Yep, which means you roll the 1.
I
That's
roll
what
a-
it replaces the 1. But
Gotcha.
because it's the red dice, it shows up as Marvel, and it counts as a 6.
Okay.
The way the system works is that center dice, if it rolls a 1, counts as a 6, but it's essentially a fantastic whatever you're doing.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, it's playing all over the station right now. Work, turtle, work, work, work. I said a work, turtle, work, work, work.
God damn it.
Whose passwords were set on this computer? Because
The passwords on this station, Ultraviolet Saber, have not been updated in 400 years. The password is password.
at least you didn't say 1, 2,
Cosmos, did you help a Nigerian prince recently?
No. He was rude.
I love it. I love it. All right, is everybody in? I think we're just missing Ultraviolet Saber.
Ultraviolet,
Roll.
you gotta click your token and then roll. It's a roll 20 foible.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hold on.
Yep, no problem.
Oh, not. Oh,
Oh,
not.
boy.
Hold on.
Once you're in, you can take your score from when you actually rolled it previously if you want. But
Yeah.
it won't pop you in there. There you go.
There it is. All right, so first up in the initiative is none other than the Saturn himself. Saturn, what do you want to do?
So I'm going to fly out an airlock and take a reconnaissance tour of the area, see where everybody is.
Work,
And,
turtle, work, 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 cling. Work, turtle, work, 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 cling. And you see that the
And-
station's starting like a little explosion and fire. Yeah.
and I will just start blasting them with my rings.
Oh my god, the rings of Saturn? Is that what
The
you're doing?
rings of Saturn.
I love it. I love it. So this is a pretty challenging because you're in space. They're tiny turtle people. They're actually not tiny. They're actually like like elephant-sized turtle men. So they're pretty big. They're pretty big. Reptila turtles. And go ahead, and your target on this to attack is going to be a let's see, this is a 25. Is your target number 25? Saturn flies out an airlock, starts blasting some of these turtle men.
All right. So I will do an energy blast, which is a ranged physical attack plus 1 point for the focus, and it's a 10 minimum focus. So I'll start with 10.
Some of the turtle men. One of them screams the other one, "George! Watch out! It's Saturn!" And George looks away from planet Earth in the direction of where the planet Saturn is, and he goes, "What do you mean? I can't see it. It's too far away. No, not that Saturn! That Saturn!" And then you see the rings of Saturn. And what's your catchphrase?
By the rings of Saturn!
"Oh no!" screams Philip, one of the other frogmen.
So the roll is still the same, right? I just roll that. What was the target number again?
25. Fünf und
25.
20. I found out C4A speaks German the other day. That was fun. Fluently.
There's no way for me to say that I'm adding 10 to that number, though. Which is
I think you
weird.
just say it. I don't think the character sheets are that fancy.
Yeah.
They are not.
So that's
So
technically
50.
a
Well,
50.
here's the
Whoa.
thing. You hit. I think that's a hit. Yeah, how much damage is that?
That is the 3d6 plus 60.
Holy schmolies. Roll some damage. These poor frogmen. Turtle men. They're all different types of amphibians and reptiles. Monstrosities.
Okay.
If you're making, are you making an attack or are you doing an action? Because if you're doing attack, you gotta click on attack.
Yeah.
Like you do for initiative.
Yeah.
And then if you click under, you can choose which ability you use. Yeah, there you go.
So 49 against 25.
Okay. And I do 74 damage. Okay. Thank you.
Well, so you see one of them, he lifts up his golden pickaxe. And he points
like-
at you, and he says, "You'll never defeat Commander Puzz!" Rings of Saturn. And he's just disintegrated. Just gone. Gone. Just dead guy. Brass Weaver. Weaver. Weaver.
Whoa, Saturn, we don't kill. We don't kill these guys.
No!
Well, technically, I'm not supposed to.
No! He
By the
was
way-
my brother!
But anyway, Wolf, I tried to avoid killing, so that's one of my traits. It's
Oh.
heroic.
Well, next time.
Well, it's not a choice, right? So, like,
Yeah.
you can't hold back.
Yeah, it's true.
Your beak just laughs and cocks her weapon.
Saber. Okay, yeah, we don't kill people. That'd be weird.
No!
Who have I teamed up?
Why are they so mean?
These guys have like
Weaver's
12
like,
HP.
guys, I can't go out in space. I don't do space. I don't do space. So
You realize you're in a space station.
yeah,
right?
but the adventures, like the crime fighting, doesn't usually happen here. Is what I'm saying. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'll figure it out. And he brass. I weave over my mouth so that I have like a little pocket of air inside a brass pocket of air, and then I will go out into space.
Wait, are they all
I like-
outside the station?
Oh yeah, they're all outside the station.
Oh,
We
well, that's
have
unfortunate.
space suits.
You have space.
True.
Specially designed for this reason.
Well, yeah, I don't use that because I've seen how the technology
Right.
on this station works.
Yeah.
Hey, Brett Weaver, I got your spacesuit ready.
It's like
It's a snorkel.
It's like a snorkel. Yeah, exactly. See,
I like to think that the computer is choosing like the most outdated methods of contact, and we have like all new shit.
Oh yeah.
Telegram.
Oh yeah.
So I get into the airlock, and then instead of letting the air cycle out, I just hit the emergency so that it pops me out. Use brass weave to swing around, and then I huck my shield
It's a fishbowl.
at one of them.
It's a fishbowl. That's what you wear. That's your spacesuit. Somebody's got to put a fishbowl on.
I got a brass air bubble.
C4A. I'm leaving that one up to you. I'm not gonna make you, but that would be hilarious. You just put a fishbowl.
What,
over
a
your head.
fishbowl?
Yeah, that's your
Oh no,
spacesuit.
I'd like to think that Ultraviolet has the single break cell.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I like that. So Weaver, you are out into space. You see like 6 of these guys left. They're looking upon in horror at Saturn. There's a smoking crater. Why there's smoke in space, we don't know. Of just like stumpy
Don't talk
legs
about
of one of these guys. He got eviscerated. Saturn looks horrified at his own actions.
I hurl my shield. I use my web to tether myself to the station, and then hurl a shield.
Do it up.
What's the target's defense?
They're distracted by the smoking stumps of legs, so it's a 22.
Oh my god.
So remember that scene? Has everyone here seen the Multiverse of Madness? Remember that scene with Lady Captain America?
Oh,
Captain Britain?
jeez.
Yeah,
Captain
one of
Carter?
them gets that. It is aggressive. And he's just like, Philip, no!
Or when
No, he
just-
takes
2 bits of
bashing
him
damage.
just floating in space. It's aggressive.
Or when Walmart's Captain America killed that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's real bad. It's real bad. But yeah, you killed one. He's down. Not holding back. Ultraviolet Saber, you're up next. You're
Okay.
accustomed to this sort of thing. Finally, the
yeah.
theme's leading into it.
Alright, finally. I will put on what is hopefully of this futuristic space gear and go outside.
Well, there's like a little
It
panel.
is.
There's like, and it has like different like dates. There's like the 1920s, which is just literally like, I don't know, cellophane. There's like a 1950s, which is like a giant fishbowl. There's like
Excellent.
the 80s, which is like a bigger fishbowl, and then there's like modern day. There's just modern day, and there's like a nice, fancy modern day spacesuit there for you.
Lovely. Perfect.
They're all functional. It's just how do you want to like present?
How did I
yourself?
end up
Yeah.
doing 109 damage?
It's beautiful.
That's what I
Yeah.
want to know.
It's massive
Huh.
damage.
How did that happen?
It's aggressive. That's what that is.
Alright, so I head out. Let's see. Is there like a particular direction that they're all focused on now? With
You know those
friends
like
being
cross
destroyed?
beams? That's where they were attacking. The like structural supports of the station. That's where they were focusing.
I was just hoping it should I get behind some of them, like surprise attack.
Yeah, if you want to try and surprise them, you absolutely can.
Yeah.
They're all still focused on their 2 dead friends.
Okay.
Like, they
good,
don't
so-
normally kill people. What did Jeffrey Humphrey do to this
Listen.
bunch? Oh
Listen.
man,
God,
Okay.
we're gonna go
we don't want to fight them anymore. We surrender.
Evil Justice League.
Okay, so I'll come out on the opposite side over here. And I'm not gonna question whether guns actually work in space.
You should.
Saber has space guns. All right.
We're gonna say that, sure.
Mhm.
And
Trademark. TM Space Guns. By the Cosmos Corporation.
well, do we want to kill them all, guys? Like, or
No,
are we gonna-
no,
No!
no! Brass Weaver yells into his headset.
Okay. So I guess I'll just try to come up behind this closest one and, be like, stop doing what you're doing. Like, hold it right there.
I don't understand. The maximum amount of
Stop.
damage I should be able to do is 57.
Well,
Maybe because it was a fantastic. I don't know. No,
It wasn't though.
I don't know.
Like,
You're
Like,
gonna
I guess
attack
I'll-
him, or you're gonna try to
I
talk
guess
him down?
Try to grapple with him.
Ooh, all right. Well, that's a might check. These guys are bigger than you, so it's gonna be kind of hard. So 25.
I love that for me. But do I get like advantage for like?
You know, I would say, you know what?
surprise?
Yeah, because you're sneaking up, you can like sweep the legs.
Uh-huh.
You can space the legs. Because you're in space sweep.
Okay.
Space sweeper. All right, and you will reduce difficulty down to a 21.
Okay, so I click attack first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll
Target's
consider this
defense.
subdual damage or non-lethal,
Target's defense is 21.
I believe. Holy balls. So, imagine, if you will, we've got Ultraviolet Saber in the most futuristic, decked out, cool, like, spacesuit. Like, it's ergonomic. It's got, like, little, like, also air so she can, like, move, like, just nimbly-pimbly. And she just floats up behind this frog person. Wraps her arms slowly around his head. And then it's just like that. And just fucking puts him out. And
Yeah.
I'm going to token one of these with a little sleepy symbol, indicating that this one's not been cut in half or blasted into nothingness. He's just sleeping. So well
And then
done.
she'll whisper. She'll go, "Now you'll see me. Now you don't."
Oh!
And she'll
Yeah!
move on to the next one.
Let's go! She said the thing! Cosmos, the leader of the Cosmos Bunch. You're up next.
Yeah. So the space station is like rotating.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stop it.
You're gonna stop the space station from rotating?
Yep. I'm just gonna go the other way. I'm gonna flick them all off.
All right, so the computer turns on. It's like, "Hey, Cosmos, it's the computer station here. You know that's going to send a bunch of people flying into space, right?"
We'll get him later.
All right, reversing space station spin, and then the space station comes to an abrupt halt. All of the frogmen go flying off the space station into the void of space, and then it slowly starts to rotate the other way. All of
I'm
you,
attached
though,
by I'm attached by Brett's web.
yeah, I'm gonna need you to make a agility
Yeah,
check.
I hope I'm on a EVA.
Yeah, you're an EVA.
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to make an agility check, Brass Weaver. Weaver. I want to say Weber so bad.
Just him?
Weber.
Am I
Yeah,
okay?
because everyone else is flying technically, so you're not gonna get full.
What's my target?
You know what? It's only a 22.
No, only a 20.
That's no.
These all just feel so high.
That's a success.
We're level 20.
Yeah, you guys are
Okay.
level 20. Power level 20, so it is what it is.
Rank
But you
20,
managed to
sir.
maintain your stability. And I think it would be interesting that all of these other spacemen, or frog persons, lizard men, they go flying. But Ultraviolet, you were able to. Well, you actually had the one, and he was just kind of floating in space, so he doesn't get flung away, which
Excellent.
is beautiful. But that,
Can I web them? I web them so they don't go. I web them and tether them to the.
yeah, you can you web all four that were flying away. You even managed to web the stumps of the one that got blasted by Saturn, just so they have a piece of their friend to remember him by.
Oh boy.
That's horrible.
Oh God.
All right, I'm done. We're gonna move past that. That's good. It's good. That's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. All right, so yeah, you've just defeated the subterranean frog lizard people that have a puzzling alliance with Commander Puzzling Cheetah, and you have one. Well, you have several that are still alive, although they are covered in brass webs. You have one that's just unconscious, covered in the shame of him being knocked unconscious. And what do you guys want to do?
Bring him inside.
Bring them inside
All right,
first.
bring them
yes.
inside. You put them in the cosmos.
Do we have a brig?
You have a brig. It's the cosmic brig, and you put them in. It's really nice, actually, as far as brigs go. Like they've got like Wi-Fi and stuff like that. Like it's good.
It's Sharpie, the Cosmo Containment Center.
That is the Cosmos Containment Center. I love that. It's the triple C's. That's so good. Yes, and you can drag one of them into a chamber as you see fit, and potentially, I guess, interrogate them, discuss with them, question. Interrogating is what I think bad people do, right? Torture? No, we're not gonna torture.
I have interrogation as a trait, so
Ooh.
take that as you will.
Yeah, I let Ultraviolet Saber deal with that because I have to go reckon with my concept of who I am because I just murdered a dude.
You have
By
an
accident.
existential crisis.
I'd like to cut
Yeah.
to a scene of Saturn and the Brass Weaver. You've both just locked up in the, what was it, Cosmos Containment Center? There it is, Cosmos
Yeah.
Containment Center. And you two kind of bump into each other. And I think both of you have these looks on your faces like, oh gods, what have I just done? But I'd like to give you two a moment of, well, commiseration, as it were.
It's never happened before.
I don't
What?
understand. I didn't throw the shield that hard.
I didn't even go full power. This, I need to go, Mom.
Oh,
Ma.
It's like you're like, what, Mom? What are you talking about?
Maybe it's a calibration in the maybe it's space. I gotta go to the lab.
you've never fought in space. Maybe that's what it was. Oh man, so the two of you are having emotional breakdowns. We cut to a scene of a certain cheetah man sitting in a dark, ominous chamber, and you see images on the screens of this cheetah man, and it's the internal sensors of the ship, and he's watching you all. Well, at least the two of you have breakdowns, and you can just see him go, "Yeah, excellent!" We cut back to a dimly lit room with a massive elephant-sized frog lizard man person handcuffed to a table, looking rather confused as to where he is and how he got here. And we see from across the table, we see Ultraviolet Saber looking, well, how do you look, Ultraviolet Saber? Ooh.
What's your name?
George?
How'd you get here, George?
Space?
That's where you are, George. How'd you get here?
On a ship? Okay, it wasn't a ship. We were teleported.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
By Cheetah?
You know Cheetah?
Who doesn't know Cheetah?
He's kind of a lame dude, don't you think?
Easy to spot.
Yeah, you can see his spots. That's funny. You're good. You got a real scary glare there. What's your name?
Don't worry about it.
Well, don't worry about it. Like I said, I'm George. And are you gonna kill me? Just I don't want to deal with that Saturn dude and that web guy. I think the League murdered people. What happened to you? What happened to you people? Who hurt you? You killed Philip. You murdered him in cold blood because he's in space and it's cold. You're monsters. Maybe you're the real villains. And he starts to break down.
What did he promise you?
Promises? He promised
You're not
us.
doing this for free.
He promised us the place to call our own. The core of the planet. It's so hot because of the magma. We just want to cool off, you know. Maybe go skiing. I've heard skiing's nice. Can't ski in lava. Your feet will burn off. Oh God, Philip! All he had left was his feet. He loved skiing. At least the idea of it.
Focus.
Oh God!
You've been promised the core of the earth. to
No,
go
no, no.
skiing.
We don't want to be in the core of the earth. We want to be on the planet's surface. We want to go skiing in the Alps. He said he could get us tickets.
Might I recommend a planet far away from the sun?
I mean, you can. We're open to ideas. We just don't want to be Saturned. Or webbed. Weaved. Weavered.
Yes. Guess then the planet Saturn's off the table then for possible relocation.
That sounds terrible. Maybe Pluto. I heard it's cool this time of year.
Mhm.
Is it a planet in this universe?
They change it up every 3 years or so.
Are we on a year where it's a planet? If not, we just want to go to that ancestor, that body, the celestial body. That's where we want to go.
Stay here for now.
You got it. Don't worry
Where's
about
it
it.
gonna go?
Don't
Where's it gonna go?
touch anything.
I won't touch anything. Don't worry about it. Frog, lizard, man, person's promise. And he like lifts his hands up slightly, gives you like a little like thumbs up.
She'll step outside the room to if is there anybody out there or is everybody off doing their own thing, having their own existential
Saturn's
crisis?
having a mental breakdown. Brass
Okay.
Weaver is having a mental breakdown. Cosmos, would you have? I think Cosmos, you waiting. You probably were waiting outside the interrogation chamber, right? You want to know what's happening. Let's
Sure.
cut you in here. Let's cut you in here. So you cut in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
We really need to do the computer systems. I don't. He's not.
About the turtles.
Oh.
Playing the
Man.
turtles.
Everything is fine, and we're gonna be doing the thing. We are the turtles, and we're gonna be great. We are the turtles, and
We
we're
the
This is actually one of
turtles,
my
and we're
favorite
gonna be
songs.
great.
We're the turtles.
Turtles, and we're gonna be great.
We got shells, and we don't
Turtle,
let
turtle.
things step on us because we got shells.
The shells are perfect, and they're perfectly smooth, and we've got feet
Playing
that can
next
retract
song.
in our shells.
Okay,
Imagine
computer,
me
you
and
can
you.
stop.
I do.
Stop.
I think about you day and night. It's a playing.
It's all
Stop.
right.
Playing. Stop. Stop. I need somebody. Stop.
Stop.
Not just anybody. Stop.
Everybody, Stop.
I need somebody.
Somebody
Stop. The computer fizzes out. You guys can continue your scene. I'm done.
Okay. Like I said, I mean, did they give you any information where they were? Where he was?
They claim to be from the planet's core, and Cheetah's going to give them access to snowy regions and or colder. They don't want to be hot, which is odd for turtle people, but
Okay. What about where he is? We've known that for forever. They're his minions.
mhm.
We actually have a defection program
Yeah.
that several of them have come through, and they're all in Alaska. I don't know why they like
Alaska,
it.
that's beautiful. That was funny, Zach. That was good, man. I'm done. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. That's funny. Alaska. Classic.
Okay. Well, we need to find out where Cheetah is.
Mhm. Well, right now he's broken down about Pluto, and
Okay.
I thought it was a
I-
planet, man.
I go into the cell. Hi.
Hello. What's your name? Well, it's nice to meet you. And he just mirrors the image, the motions that you did.
Listen. I will buy you a cabin in Alaska if
Yes,
you tell me what Cheetah is.
absolutely.
Okay. If it doesn't pan out,
Yeah,
no cabin.
I want a cabin.
Okay.
It's cold in Alaska, right?
Yes.
How's the skiing?
Excellent.
I'm sold.
Okay.
Definitely
Where
betrayed
is
the
it?
guy that I've been allied with for the last 10 years.
Oh, so you got benefits now. That's
Yeah,
nice.
I'm actually fully
With
vested
dental?
in the 401k program. Nah, dental's kind of crappy. We've
Okay.
got decent medical,
Oh,
but
that's
it's
nice.
hard to take advantage of the medical when your legs are the only thing left of you, or you're cut in half.
dude,
Well,
We get blown up a lot.
usually health insurance comes with death and dismemberment.
wait, it does? That bastard.
Yes.
And he's like, yeah, I'll tell you where he is. And Commander Puzzling Cheetah, you come to find out, is currently located in the great city of Portland, Oregon. He's actually taken over the city of Portland, Oregon. He's released all of the criminals there, and they are creating a criminal center for criminality.
So the CCC as well.
Correct.
Oh god.
The
It's a
Crime
thing.
Center
Oh
for
my God.
Criminality, LLC.
Oh my god.
That's where we're at.
C cube.
Yeah, that it is C3.
Hmm.
It's you thought it was C4A, but it's C3A because
A.
it's near the Canadian border.
A?
All right, and there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where he is
Maybe.
currently located at.
Just go with our bullshit.
That bastard.
Don't change.
Don't change. Don't ever change.
All right.
I love it.
Cool.
As he's spilling his beans,
Yeah.
Saturn
No,
will-
your beans.
will
You better pick those up before you get out of here.
Yeah. We're gonna have
we'll fly back to the
Space
interrogation room, angrily burst through the door.
Yeah.
While he's talking, pick up the poor guy,
Oh,
slam him
oh
against
God,
the wall. Where's Cheetah? This is whose fault.
Oh God!
Where's
Ah, I don't want to be Saturn. No, please. I need you to roll
Saturn.
me a D100, Saturn.
Oh my
and tell me
God.
high or low.
How do I do that?
Just roll a D100. Just
R
forward
slash
slash
one
or
D100.
R just
Yeah, /
or just
R.
bracket. So bracket. One
Or just like a
D100.
little dice and then click on the D100.
So
Yeah, or-
three different versions. One, please.
Just click
One
on
that
the little
works.
dice on the left hand side. Click on
Mm-hmm.
D100. And just click it. And before you roll, tell me high or low.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
You said high?
I said hi.
George
Oof.
doesn't have a heart attack and die. He looks terrified.
Wow.
He looks terrified.
Is
He's like, I told him
Saturn?
everything. He's in Portland. He's at the criminal center for criminality. Oh, please don't kill me. Not like you did Philip. Oh God, tell my mother I love her. Oh Lords. Oh, she's a fraud.
That's
She's
Cheetah's
a
fault.
person
They put
just
him back
like me.
slowly
Oh
into the
gosh.
chair.
Oh no. Oh God. Oh, I don't want to go to Saturn. I want to be in Alaska. Oh, I just don't want a cabin in the woods. I want to go skiing. Oh, it's horrible. Why? Who would give a child these kind of powers? This is horrible. Ah, he doesn't have the responsibility to handle them. Oh, he's a madman. And then as you guys exit, he's just still going on and on and on about everything. But that was good. That was a great symbol. That was so good. Oh man. Yeah, where are we at? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Oh my god. This is ridiculous.
Brass Weaver's just sitting in the ejection pod to Earth, like, I don't know what to do. Do we fight him? Do I maybe I go like tell my aunt that I'm really sorry? I don't know.
I'm really sorry.
What do I can I like can I like report to the union and like maybe like make like a payment plan? I pay them back. I don't have any money.
Restitution.
Like do I like go to the guys like next of kin and like tell them that I'm really sorry? Like how do I find out who it is? Oh boy.
You already
This
know
is-
that. It's
It's
Philip.
nothing. I know
Philip's
Philip got
dead.
Saturned.
Oh, well, Greg.
George, there's two Georges.
George. 2 Georges. Yeah.
Well, there's
Okay.
George, and then there's George.
George.
Georg.
Hey,
Georg. There you go.
Georg. Georg. George. George of the jungle. Do, do, do.
Okay, so we know where
Sorry.
he is.
Yep.
It's just a matter of getting there.
Yep.
We need our full team, so we need to
You
Pull
need to get the
ourselves
bunch
together.
back
That's-
together.
We need a bunch up.
oh my god.
We're getting the
Not
bunch
sticking.
back together.
Oh, I think I like Zachary's. We got a bunch up.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
It's growing on me. Cosmic
Hate it.
I hate
I
it.
hate it. I hate it.
I like that this is the story of a man named Cosmos and his friends who accidentally killed some turtles.
one mental breakdown
All right.
and an interrogation later, and they're on the way to the creative center for criminality.
I don't understand why he didn't name it the Cheetah Center for Criminality.
Because that's too on the nose.
It would have been C4.
And we can't have
Jesus.
that.
Oh my
Cheetah's
god!
Criminal Center.
It's the Cheetah's Center,
Center
Hey,
for
Creative Center
Cheetah's
for Criminality.
I hate
It's the
you.
Criminal Cheetah Center. For
That's what
Criminality.
C4A
No.
stands for.
I hate you.
No. I
We love you, dude.
It's Cheetah's Criminal Center for Criminality Association.
Association.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
The C4A.
God damn it.
I
And
hate
Bar
you
and Grill.
guys.
And Bar and Grill. There's also a Costco in there.
Oh boy.
And an
With an
IKEA.
with an optometrist,
Yeah!
Yes.
They have their on-site medical center.
but no dental.
That's why they needed the optometrist.
Cut to a
'cause it's an
scene
on-
on-site-
of a like very generic looking Freudian therapist and a frog turtle man, and he's like, "So tell me about your recent experiences with the Cosmos Bunch." I don't know, man. He just like cut him in half. It was horrible. I thought the good guys weren't supposed to do that. I understand that can be a
Escape.
very traumatic experience. That's horrible. That's horrible. So, are you guys planning to fly down to the city
Teleport.
center?
Yes.
All right, teleport,
There's a
fly.
teleporter?
Oh, yeah.
because
no.
the turtles
Yeah, I don't
teleport.
trust
Boom
that. I
tube.
take the
We take the
I
boom
take the
tube.
shuttle.
You can take the shuttle. I'll see you there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
amazing.
that's
It's
fine.
It's going to take you
Have you
5
seen how the tech on
hours.
this station works?
I'm wearing a futuristic spacesuit. You just gotta read.
I like
I had
that
to web up my own
Ultraviolet's the only one that uses all the super like advanced stuff. Everyone else is stuck in the 80s. That's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
We take the boom tube to Earth. Because
Also, I want to
ship-
know, how did they lock on our position? Because I thought the space station was hidden with a force field.
It is.
I-
It is supposed to be hidden with a force field. It's interesting, right?
We go retcon and go ask George.
You can. Be like, yeah, absolutely.
Cosmos
Maybe
accidentally accepted a friend request from Cheetah.
He
And then
opened
Geo
an
chat.
email. It's like, click on this link.
It's
Hey,
probably
hey,
more
He
new.
did. That's canon. That's how it happened. It said, click on this link for more cosmic power.
Listen,
To download more cosmic
This
power.
this
Download.
this
Nigerian Prince was really nice at first, and then he just turned into an
He-
asshole.
does your cosmic power seem like it's lacking?
That sounds like a personal problem, buddy.
He clicked on the link for cosmic power enhancement.
Oh god, I'm getting a headache. I'm laughing too much. I'm getting a headache.
Enhancements.
Okay. Are we on
Oh, I'm
Earth
dead.
now?
I'm dead. I can't do this. This is too much. I can't do this with you people. Oh my god, I don't know what's happening. But here we are.
We're on Earth now.
All right, so we're on Earth. And we've made it to Earth. That's good. And we land in a massive city center. And we see all of these criminals running around.
We teleported, sir.
Like you teleport, maybe they're like an inch off the ground, so you land. All right, don't break the flow of the story. All right, calm down. All right,
I'll do
all right.
that one.
Okay, super professional game master over here. All right, I'm doing my just don't block my flow. All right, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking around.
Ruin his
All
tea.
right, all right. So you all arrive. Happy, Zachary? Thank you.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
We all arrive in various methods. We see a teleportation. We see a ship landing. We see Weaver doing his cool flips. Ultraviolet Saber clicking her
Space.
guns. Saturn appearing, angrily screaming, "Ah, why? You made me do it!" And we see a man. We see a man. We see none other. We see none other than the henchman. And let me move you over to the battles page here in just a moment.
Oh boy.
Oh yes, clean transition. Here we go. We're on the battle page.
Uh-huh.
Epoch.
And I'm gonna move you guys up a little bit so you can see. Everyone can see. All the kids at home can see.
Oh
Look at this.
Jesus.
Look at this. Look
Okay.
at this. All right. So we see all of these criminals. Now I want you to imagine that the city of Portland is like a massive maximum security. It's all been like unlocked. All the cells are open. All of this, but like it's a city that's a jail, so they can still walk around, go to Starbucks, things like that. Like there's a lot of
Arkham City style.
yeah, there's a lot of business that can be done with criminals. Like, you know, like they can go shopping. A lot of them are millionaires, rich, evil people, so they can go shopping. They basically just can't leave the city. So they're all just going about their daily lives. Cut to you guys showing up. There is there's like a version here of like Sandman. And he's like trying to drink a coffee, but it just keeps getting sand wet. And he looks over and he goes, "Oh shit! It's the Cosmic Bunch! I heard they're killing people! Run for your lives!" And then he like sands away, and you see like a Birdman running away. You see all of these villains scattering, and it's
How
all
did
of
that
them
name change spread so fast?
scatter though. It's the future,
It's all Cheetah's fault.
It's all Cheetah's fault. That is true. That is true. And we cut to two villains who are hanging out on top of these buildings. We have none other than, now I don't want you to be confused. This is actually Commander Puzzling Cheetah. All right.
Okay.
Yep. And this is his sidekick. Yeah.
The Purring Puzzler.
The Purring Puzzler. And Commander Puzzling Cheetah steps out from his evil lair, and the Purring Puzzler
inside the Starbucks
steps out from his evil lair. He's actually got like a full pizza from like the $5 like pizza. No, he's got a $5 footlong from Subway, and he's just like, "Oh shit, I thought they were stuck in space." Puzzling Cheetah says,
They have followed my plans, but you've also fallen right into my trap. Now, Turtle Man, do it.
Nothing happens.
I said no, Turtle Man, release the trap.
Nothing. A few moments later, one of the turtle men show up, and he's got a form, and he hands it to Commander Puzzling Cheetah, and he says, "We're unionizing, and we're currently on strike. Go fuck yourself." Turns around, walks away. He's like,
No! Ah, my only weakness, unions. No! Ah!
and then the Purring Puzzler's like, "Yeah, man, I'm out. My benefits suck. All right, my copay was like $500 for freaking dental work, and you can get bent." And he's like,
You don't understand. It's hard to get insurance for villains.
and he's like, "That's not my problem. That sounds like a problem for you to discuss with the union." And then he walks away. And with that being said, Commander Puzzling Cheetah looks over at all of you, anger in his eyes, and you watch as he begins to slowly transform. And as he begins to slowly transform, you watch as I want you to imagine.
Oh my god, the Goonion. Oh, that's so terrible symbol.
That is actually perfect. The Goonion.
I didn't invent it.
As he starts to transform,
Where did
I
you
want
say
you
this?
to imagine.
Put it in the chat.
I want you to imagine the classic
In the
Power
Twitch
Ranger
chat.
scene where, like, the monster triples in size, and Commander Puzzling Cheetah takes on his penultimate form, a giant cheetah. And in a giant cheetah voice, he says,
They may have unionized, but I will kill you.
We're gonna roll initiative. We're gonna have a big
Okay.
penultimate fight right now. Let's get weird.
Oh.
35.9919. Why?
All right, let's get after it. All right, is everybody in? Looks like everybody's in. All right, so first up is Commander Puzzling Cheetah. Commander Puzzling Cheetah.
Oh, hold on.
Yes,
I had
yes.
edge
Okay.
on initiative. Same thing.
So we're good. All right, so the Commander Puzzling Cheetah, a massive cheetah, he roars. And as he roars, you watch as this beam of numbers and puzzle pieces and quadratic equations start flying out of his mouth in a vortex of sound and energy. And this is considered energy damage, but that vortex is going to hit all of you. And I'm going to need you guys to make some agility checks to see if you can dodge this damage. The target number on this one's not going to be easy. Target number on this one is a base of 28, but this is a difficult check. It's going to be a 30. 30 on the agility check on this one.
And is this going to be agility defense or
Yes.
I just have an agility defense score.
Yes, so that's if he's attacking, but I'm letting you guys make a check. So you're going to roll just an agility check.
Okay. And it's 30?
Yep. It's like a Power Rangers blast.
Nice.
So I let myself get hit because
Yeah.
I absorb it.
Yeah, you absorb the hit. Like, it just blasts you, and you just feel yourself being
Getting
strengthened.
stronger.
Yeah. Did anyone fail?
Yep.
It's a
Yes.
fantastic
did.
failure.
All right, for those of you that failed,
Somebody hasn't rolled.
I don't need to roll because I'm letting myself get hit.
for those that
Saturn
failed,
just
you
absorbs
take
it.
57 points of HP damage.
Whew.
And your minds feel confused. You take an additional 19 points of focus damage.
Everybody, regardless of whether you.
No, only if you fail. Only if you fail.
Okay.
And
So just
Saturn,
cosmos.
Saturn, you feel super powered up. But speaking of being super powered up, Saturn, you're up next.
So yeah, I will fly up a bit, scream out, "This is your fault!" and then blast him again. We'll blast him with some good old rings from Saturn.
Wait,
Yeah.
can Puzzling Cheetah hear me?
Yeah.
In which case I go, your puzzles are stupid, and I use Wisecracker, which means he'll actually take psychic damage equal to my ego defense, which is 24.
Ah, no, they're not. That's super creative. I've got a joke for you. Went to a fancy dress party as a jigsaw piece, but I didn't like it. I just didn't fit in, like you don't fit in my schemes. God!
He dives forward, but it's Saturn's turn.
All right. What's the target defense?
Target defense for Puzzling Cheetah is a 30. He's big. He's easy to hit. Oh. Yeah. Puzzling Cheetah takes 54 damage as you blast into him.
Plus the 57 that he gave me.
Oh my god.
Over one move.
Oh, guys! Oh, Cosmos was right! Sudoku can't have that many lines! My mind! My mind!
No! And he's just roaring, and he falls back into a building, crashing things. Cut to a scene of, like, the Union gathering, and they're like, alright, so here's what we're gonna go for. Oh god, is that a giant cheetah? No! And the building crashes in on them, crushing a bunch of frogmen. It's horrible. Brass Weber, you're up next. Weaver. Webster. Brass Webster Spiderdary.
Alright, so I web swing around the corner. Oh, I can do that. And then I'm going to try and web grab him.
I love it.
If the attack is a success, the character grabs the target in the web. If I make a fantastic success, he can also be pinned. So
Wonderful. It's wonderful.
you said 30 was his defense, yeah?
Yeah, you got it. Oh my god. Is that damage right?
Yeah. So apparently the way this thing does damage now, I think Caladriel told us in the chat, is that it takes the marble number and multiplies it by 5 and then adds your score. So that's why my damage is so high, is because I did 6 times 5, or times 20, sorry, which is 120
He is
plus
like
9.
covered in brass webs, all tangled up. He's meowing and roaring, trying to break free, but he's struggling. But he's still up. He's still up. Next up, we have Cosmos.
Okay, cool. I fly and punch him in the face.
Love it.
I will
Straightforward.
be using my clobber power
All
or
right.
smash power. Hold on.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, smash power, and I'll spend 20 focus. Go to 92.
Yeah.
And he'll take 20 extra in addition to my fight, which has a plus 14 on it due to various abilities. So 14 more than what I'm gonna roll. So
Okay.
attack. What's his defense?
30. Oh yeah, that hits.
Oh yeah.
That
54.
hits.
So he's gonna take 34 additional. I think. Hold on. What does Clobber do?
It's looking real clobbered, is what I'm saying.
That was a regular, not a cosmic. Fantastic. Sorry.
It was regular, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 20, and yeah, I'll punch him in the face and play this way.
He gets hit hard. He's wiggling back and forth. He's looking like he's about to fall over.
Yeah. I heal 20 at the end of my turn.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Ultraviolet Saber, you're up next.
I want to try to get closer for a better shot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume there's still coverage down
Ultraviolet
here.
Sabers, you get up close, like right underneath them. I'm actually gonna have you make a quick check here.
Okay.
I need you to make a vigilance check, difficulty of 20. $37. So you notice that kind of like at the base of his feet, underneath him, you see this small little device. Looks like a little puzzle box. But what's perhaps slightly disturbing is that you can hear a comically loud ticking noise from that puzzle box.
Cosmos! You think you have defeated me, but this is just the beginning!
Go ahead, C4A.
She's gonna use her comm, and hopefully her team isn't using cannon string.
No, we're not.
We have a potential. Yeah, we have a potential bomb situation. The game is afoot, if we must.
Game is afoot.
Do I want to attack him or do I want to try to snag the thing? How big is the box?
So it looks like it is a foot by foot sized box with a giant comical like old alarm clock with little bells on the top, and it's like you've got like 15 seconds before it goes off.
Does somebody have force field powers? Oh God.
Nope.
Well, a round of combat is 3 seconds.
I know,
Okay. So we have is like 20 seconds on it?
but to help
15.
not kill other people in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I can just fly it out of there.
Okay, so while that's happening, I will then aim at the cheetah. And use fast hands. Pull the trigger faster than the eye can blink. The character gains 1 additional reaction per round. Cool.
That's fast.
And what is the
30.
defense? 30.
Oh, mama. Alright, so you pull the trigger. Boom, 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 boom. And you throw just a flurry of bullets at his knees, legs, and lower torso, and he roars, falling back.
How did you get down there? Bullets? Who brings guns to a superhero fight? But therein lies the penultimate question. The penultimate puzzle that must be solved. What will happen to a planet without heroes or villains? Because perhaps man is the greatest villain of all. I feel bad! I roll doom!
And he falls over dead.
Oh boy.
The bomb continues to tick.
And we've got about 10 seconds.
Well, not super super, but I fly over at since I'm the fastest.
Mhm.
Grab it.
How much speed do you have?
My modifier is 30, so I got like 39 feet per round.
I have 600.
Well, 780 per round. Sorry, start.
How?
Because I have 30. I have 14 agility.
So Cosmos and Saturn both rush
How do you?
towards it.
Whatever.
They
Yeah.
both grab it together. They have a moment
Because
where
I
they're
have
like, I'm
minus
faster.
4 ego.
No, I'm faster. And then as you're both arguing,
Gentlemen. Bombs away.
Oh,
5,
chuck it.
And I toss it into the atmosphere.
I cover it in breath's weave.
3,
Listen, okay,
2,
I
Chuck.
toss it.
1.
We both chuck it.
Cut to a scene of the Purring Puzzler with a couple of others at a different union meeting, not the one that got crushed. And he's like, all right, I think we need to really structure this around benefits. I think that's the most important thing. Pay is whatever. I mean, our pay is pretty good, but is that a bomb? Boom! And the entire sky is illuminated in this crimson and red flame. This was a massive bomb. And you watch as all of these like puzzle pieces start flying out. It's kind of like a cluster bomb. These little tiny puzzle pieces continue to explode. The whole sky is ignited in flame. But because of your quick thinking and your strong arm, no additional lives are lost. And as we cut to the city, a bunch of the supervillains and regular villains start coming out, and you see this like Mysterio looking dude kind of step out. He's got his big mask on, and he goes, and all the supervillains and all the villains start clapping. They're like, hey, the Cosmos Bunch, they just saved us. Maybe they're not so bad after all. Yeah, I think, you know what? Maybe I don't want to be a supervillain. Maybe if they can be rehabilitated, so can we. And then they start clapping and applauding. And car pulls up, and it's the chief. He pulls up.
The chief.
He pulls up in a big SUV, a black SUV, and he's like, hey, Cosmos League, or bunch, or party, people, whatever the hell you're calling yourselves these days. I've got another mission for you. And that, my friends, is where we roll credits. There we go. That's the mission.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was an experience, let me tell you.
Something.
Hope you guys had fun. I actually had a lot of fun. What a ridiculous bunch of people and stuff. And I can't believe that was the thing that we did. But Brian, I want to say thank you so much for the point spend. That was delightful. What do you guys think of the system? I know we didn't do too much with it per se, but based on your first impression,
change.
What's that?
I do not like the change to damage. I just did. There's no way to do less damage.
That does seem a little aggressive. This is actually a play test, and I'm considering maybe giving some feedback to the makers of the game. It feels. Well, I don't want to give my opinion yet. I want to go around the table. I want to hear from the players first because you just played. Brian, you said you don't like the change to damage. Any other thoughts or feedback about the system?
I like it. Honestly, I think I'd be interested in running this again, or in running it myself, for a longer form type of deal. But yeah, that damage change. Oh, that was disappointing.
C4A, thoughts?
I think I was a little overwhelmed by the system. I feel like I was just dropped in something completely foreign at a really high power of a system I didn't understand at all.
Yeah.
Like, we picked all these powers and traits, didn't do anything with them besides say what we did with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the game itself was fun. You guys were enjoyable to hang out with.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's all that really matters at the end of the day. We just want to have fun with our friends. Symbol, thoughts?
Sort of like Brian's, or a bit also like Spray, where the system itself isn't horrible, but it has quirks. The damage is by far the weirdest one. And yeah, the bunch was super funny. Fun.
Good. Cosmos, Zachary.
Yeah, it's the system itself is good. I had fun. Honestly, I did.
That's all that matters. But at the end of the day,
there's stuff missing, I guess. They kind of like just, I feel it's trying to be too much of a replica of like Marvel stuff. Like if they made it more not plain, but more, like not tied into the. I know it's obviously going to tie into the, the brand and everything like that, but they need to do something with it. I feel, and I don't know exactly what it is, but it doesn't.
It's like
feel...
they're too focused on this is Marvel and not focused enough on let's make a well-rounded, functional game. Like I know it's a playtest book, but the book itself was very confusing to find shit. Like I did not like the way it was laid out. It was
very weird.
Everything was all over the place, but
they didn't really explain stuff properly either.
Yeah.
Like they had an idea, they focused too hard on being like a superhero system and not like an actual functioning system with balance and things like that. And like I'm sure it's very easy to break the game.
Yeah, that's the one thing that Cladriel had mentioned is that at high levels, like we were playing, the game kind of breaks. So I would be interested eventually, especially if Brian wanted to run something, getting back at this at like mid-level, like maybe like 1,
rank
2, or 3,
2.
maybe 5, rank 2 or something like that. Like low-level adventures, like Daredevil
rank
style.
20.
I just wanted to do rank 20 because I thought it'd be funny, and I did. But honestly, I had an absolute blast. I, candidly speaking, did not really know what this was gonna be about, and then you all just kept it fun. And I think some of my favorite moments were when Saturn murdered a guy. I think the interrogation was a lot of fun. I think Cosmos being like, yeah, this doesn't make sense was wonderful. And then I really liked the Brass Weaver just putting on a brass mask. I thought that was fantastic. Like, I don't know, a space mask, it's a brass mask. That's good. But I just want to say thank you guys. And thank you, Brian. If you guys that are watching don't know, but if you watch me on Twitch here, you can build up channel points at 25,000 channel points. This is actually like, I think my 3rd or 4th one that I've done. At least, I think it's the 3rd one I've done that I've gotten requested to do a one-shot of. So I do these. I do follow through with them, and I usually follow through pretty quickly on these as well. So if you ever want me to run something, just watch, build up those points, drop it in there, hit me up on Discord, and then we will make it happen. In the meantime, though, as I
Did
always
everybody
say,
get to use their phrase?
what's that?
Did everybody get to use their phrase?
I think not, actually.
No.
So
I didn't at all.
I would like all of us, as we sign off, to say our catchphrases, because I'm going to say Darewolf's catchphrase. So, Brass Weaver, your catchphrase first.
Kick some brass.
Ultraviolet.
Now you see me. Now you don't.
Nice. Saturn.
By the rings of Saturn.
Beautiful. Cosmos.
Come
You
on.
killed him.
Come on.
Do the thing.
Sorry,
Do the thing.
I have to do.
Oh God, I forgot what it is. Okay. Have no fear. Cosmos is here.
Beautiful. And as Darewolf says at the end of every session, thank you to the players for playing. Thank you to the viewers for viewing. And happy gaming, everyone.
I'll get you next time!